Guys, so do you want to peek behind the hood of our test? You can see how I come up with the test questions. So I took the guided lecture notes and I copied them into Excel. Woo! So mysterious. And then I took the chapter title and put it over here so it identifies for each question where it came from and what it's looking for. Then I put the chapter number with the number of the question. I numbered all the questions for the test because, as you can see, this is test 1. Ooh. Here I have the 2 questions that I am not going to ask for this test. Remember, there are 50 questions. Each question is worth 3 points. I am not going to ask how and when should you list references and objective statements because that's just from lecture. Don't do it. Don't list your references on your resume. Do not include an objective statement on your resume. And also, how should you answer? Tell me about yourself in an interview. Answer with your strengths and the things that will make you good at the particular job, and tie your answer in some way to the job, in that you shouldn't say, hey, I'm a sophomore who's good at cooking. If you're interviewing for an IT internship, you should say something equally true, but I'm a problem solver. And you can see this when I'm in the classroom because or when I'm working on a team, because I am the person who takes notes and makes a list of the issues that we might encounter. And then when we encounter them, I walk through the steps to make sure that we're addressing them. So these 2 are not going to be on the test. Woo! What's going to be on the test? Everything else. So notice we have 52 questions. I just told you the 2 that aren't going to be there. Now you know the 50 that are. So what's the 6x6 rule? Probably going to be right there on the test. How to use vocalics effectively. So look at your guided lecture notes and figure that out. Now here's another big key, to the test. Here's test number 2. That is worth 10% of your grade. And here's how I am doing it. It's part of my little data, table that I'm setting up here, someday to be a database where I will have multiple questions. So I might have multiple questions that look at ethos, pathos, and logos. And they would all be tagged chapter 6-1 to answer that issue, but they could be different questions. So I could have a pool of questions that test for that. All right, so how many of those are there? There are 45. So if you wanted to recreate this, you could. Notice how I use 2 different fonts here. So this is Calibri, and then this is Times New Roman. Well, there's something amazing that you too can do when you want to change the font on Word documents, on spreadsheets. You see this format painter? If I click in, if I click here, it'll just change it. But if I click in the text in Word, and then I click up here, and then I'm going to paint the formatting. Well, didn't do that. Let's try it one more time. I want Calibri. It says it's Calibri, but it looks like Times New Roman. How weird. Okay, that's not right. So let me copy. Copy. And then my paste options. And then, how can it say it's Calibri? It doesn't look like Calibri. There we go. Now it's Calibri. That is so weird. Okay, format painter. Everybody gets to be that same thing. I'm going to lose my highlighting. Okay. Now it's better, but it's not right. Okay, so sometimes there's a problem with formatting that doesn't seem to change. And I'm going to copy, and I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to do a paste value. Yeah. And all of a sudden those are right. Okay. And now I'm going to delete. Yeah, delete the whole thing. And now that looks so much better. Oh, and everything's bolded. That's not good. Okay. So now I have it and it looks consistent. Okay, sometimes there's buried formatting and you may have to start anew. You may have to get rid of the formatting. You may want to format Paint, and if that doesn't work, you copy everything over to a new document and then you paste just the text. So Control C and then Control V allows you to choose how it pastes, and I usually choose text or Unicode text, and then I can format the way I want it to look. So this is a little bit of behind the scenes. Here's how your professor does it. Oh my gosh, it's not so mysterious. You can do it too. One other thing I like to do is, let's see, not go to, but let's just replace 1 point. See, how many is that? Let's take that whole thing. All right, and replace it with nothing. 15 replacements. Let's do number 2. Replace all with nothing. 3. May have to go up to 7. 4. 5. So when somebody's cleaning their data, sometimes it looks like this. Sometimes it looks more interesting when they're using a database. 8. And 9. Let's try 10. Can't find anything. Okay. So now, oh, I do have a 10. Oh, but it doesn't have the same number of spaces afterwards, so it didn't get found. All right. So now I kind of look at everything, and I go, ah, it's looking just about right. All right. For those of you who don't understand why spreadsheets are useful, this is one more example. Y'all have a great day. Bye.